Hi there, my name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If this isn't your first visit, welcome back. Either way, I'm glad you're here. It's Tuesday, so I've got the Green Lantern binder and the Batman binder. I'm going to be doing the Celebration Savings Challenge over here, and all of my regular savings challenges over here. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go! Let's get started with the Celebration Savings book inside the Green Lantern binder, which somehow has scratch-off dust on it. I am pre-filming, so I am doing this before leaving for my big trip for finding myself a new home in my new city. And as such, I've got the dishwasher running, and so apologies if you hear that in the background. I will be flying home the day before this video goes live, and I know that I'm not going to feel like recording as soon as I get back. So filming ahead, and with all that being said, let's just jump into it. So we are doing the first week of March in Celebration Savings this week. Let me open up to that page here. So we've got a brand new spread. I am doing $5 for each of the color and save symbols. I am also going to be doing a D6 roll and save for this section, and these are the scratch-offs. Numbers 1 through 9 each appear exactly once. So let's get out a D6, and I just so happen to have my green D6 here because that is from the rainbow set. But I think I actually want to roll a D10 for the scratchers to see which one to scratch. So number 10, so that is going to go all the way through the book and bring us back, or all the way through the pattern here and bring us back to this corner. So let's scratch this one, and that's going to be $5. As I'm recording this, I have no idea how many Mondays are in March. So I think there's 5, but this is the Tuesday video, so I should say how many Tuesdays. I think there's 5 Tuesdays also. So I may just do 2 of everything this week and let things balance how they may. Okay, number 1. So we're going to go right here. So 5 and 1, so $6 here. So actually, I don't need to take money out just yet because this is the first week. So let's do a 2 and a 1. There's always a 1. So $3. So we're up to a whopping $9 so far. And I actually need this pen because I'm going to color in these clovers. Well, I say I'm going to color in these clovers. I'm going to attempt to do a halfway decent job, but these have so many corners in them and indents, it gives you plenty of options or plenty of opportunities for going outside the lines, which if you've been here for a while, you know I love to do. It's like a hobby or a pastime. Okay, so 10, 13, 18, $19 is going to start us off. So 10, 15, 17, and 19. That is going to go in here. This is all the money from the past 4 months that's paper clipped. And that is going to do it for the Celebration Savings book for the week. So I am going to get set up for my regular savings challenges in the Batman binder, and I will be right back and we'll do those. All right, on to the Batman binder. Let's get it started. I need to save $650 this week, and $250 of that is going to come from my Wednesday video. So that means I need to save $400 from this binder for this week. And I'm going to start with the 1 through 40 challenge from Eva at Budget Your Life, like I always do. This week I'm going to do 2 of them, so that's going to be $80. I did just one last week because I had another challenge to fill in. So let's see, 50, 70, and 80 brings the total up to 680. Getting there, and this will save in total 680 plus 120 is 700, 820. Now, realistically, it's supposed to save, I think, 700, but I did these 340s as well. So, there we go. On to the Mummy Challenge. This is also from Eva at Budget Your Life. This I'm doing slow and steady, 1 scratch per week. There's only 2 of them left. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We always go with mo. And that is $7. This is a mystery challenge, so I don't know how much the total will be when it's all said and done. But so far, this has saved 10, 21. I'm betting that's a 4 and it's a $25 challenge, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm going to put the $7 in and condense the envelope. So let's see what's already in here. Yep, so we've got 21 so far, so I'm going to put all of this business back and take out a 20 and a 1. This binder fills up fast, so I like to keep things as condensed as I can and do it on the go. Okay, and I need to make sure I'm keeping track here so that I know that I've met my 650 savings target. So $7 for the Mummy. Up next is going to be 2026, and I'm doing 2 of these. Again, last week I did only 1, and the reason I did just the 1 last week is because I had the Paint by Sticker book on Wednesday. There was a higher number of stickers for the current page, so I got all those extras out of the way. Okay. So $40 more for this challenge. Let's see what it's up to. Let's see. So I can take 50, 70, 90, 100 back for 100. And I'm going to use a Barracuda just because that's what all the others are. So 420 for this challenge so far. It saves 520, and I have 5 20s left, so that is correct. Up next, 7 Virtues and 7 Deadly Sins. Let me get the challenge out. This is a scratch and save challenge. It's available on my Etsy shop. There are 7, naturally. Each card has the Heavenly Virtue on one side and the corresponding Deadly Sin on the other. So I'm going to roll a d6, and that is going to tell me which card I'm going to do. Number 2, so 1 and 2, that is envy, and what is the opposite of envy? Generosity? Gratitude. Okay, so now I roll even or odd for the virtue or the sin. It's even, so we're doing the virtue, which is gratitude, symbolized by a canary. And we're going to do number 1, which is right here. There's always a 1. $6. I'm going to try to get about $20 into this challenge this week, maybe a little more. So 5 and 6. Next, we're going to stay here. And we're going to stay on the virtue. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $6 again, doubling the total to 12. So let's put the 5 and the 1 back, take out a 10 and a 2. And let's go somewhere else. If I get another 1, I'm going to overrule it. Overrule. 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we are on humility and pride. And we're on the odd side this time, so we're doing the deadly sin. Number 2. 1, 2. $3. So we'll put a 2 back, take out a 5. Next, we're going to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are on wrath and patience. We're on the even side, so we're on patience. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5. That brings us to exactly 20, but I'm going to go one more time. So we'll put back the 10 and the 5 for a 20. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are on pride and humility again. We're on pride. We got the sin, the odd number. Number 2. 1 and 2. And that is going to be $1. So not too prideful, just a little bit. Pride, of course, symbolized by a peacock. Okay, so let me put those aside. Let's go into that envelope and see what all is in it. So far, this challenge has 100 and 50, 70, 82. Put the 2 ones back for a 2. And I'm going to make sure that I write down that that was $21 going into this challenge for the week. Up next is going to be the 80s. That is another scratch and save. Totally 80s. I need a D10 for this one. So let me get that out. Here's our D10. Number 10. So we are going to start with Noda and roll a D6. Number 2, 1 and 2. So $5 here. Apologies if I shake the camera here. Okay, let's get the D10 back out and see where we're going next. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's bounce. And we have not had this one yet. So I'm going to roll the D10. Number 3. $8 for this one. So I'll put 5 back, take out 13. And I'm going to shoot for about $20 in this challenge too, maybe 25. Number 9. Okay. 9 is, don't have a cow. There's only 5 left, so roll a D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $4. Take one back, put in a 5. Back to the D10. Number 5. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bite Me is the card. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1. Slowly but surely we are getting there. We're almost to 20 bucks here. We're at 18 so far. Let's go again. This is a $500 challenge in total. 4, 3. Gag Me with a Spoon. Number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $2. So we finally got to 20. I'm going again. I'm just getting all the low numbers this week. And sometimes they're like that. You can't get a high number to save your life, and other weeks feels like everything rolls high. Okay, so I'm taking out this $18. We're going to put in a 20, and we're going one more time. Number 8 again. Okay, so let's see. We got 10, 9, and 8 is Take a Chill Pill. Not too many left on this one. We'll roll the D6. Number 2, 1 and 2. $3. Okay, I'm not going to get to 25 this week. I'm just going to stop there. That seems to be the way that the dice gods want it to be. Okay, so $23 is going to go into Totally 80s. And let's put that in the envelope and see what that brings the total up to. If I can't remember if I said already, but this is a $500 challenge. I've got some schmutz here on my desk mat. Okay. Oh, this was in the wrong order. That's okay. So far in the 80s, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 4, 5, 6. 186. So I'm going to put these 2 2s and a 1 back for a 5. And I'm going to put 3 20s back for a 50 and a 10. Okay, so still at 186. Up next is Destination Savings, so let's see where we're headed this week. Bring out this challenge, and we are headed to Paris. Okay, and I'm going to do the most expensive one that's left, and that is going to be Sightseeing for $7. This one I only do 1 per week because I want to make this one last. Although, as soon as it's done, I'm just going to go right through it again, so... Paris goes into the bottom. And let's put this one in here. Destination savings also available on my Etsy shop. And it comes with the case. So far this challenge has 100, 200, 20, 35, 37. So nearly halfway done. It's a $500 challenge. And you can do it again and again and again. Up next is going to be Save the Plates, but before I do that, let me just make sure that I mark down that Paris cost us $7. And let me get out Save the Plates here. There it is. So we'll do a few of them this week, depending on how high the numbers are. First stop is North Carolina. And not to toot my own horn, but I created all of these in Canva myself. Like I used the license plate, like the actual license plate as a template, but I did all of the artwork and the lettering and everything. So toot toot. Okay, so number 2, which is going to be $4, and I will fill in this 4 here. Probably going to go outside the lines for bragging because karma is what it is. Yep. Okay. But this was a labor of love. You know, I've been interested in license plates and what different states choose to put on their plates for, well, ever since states first started making vanity plates or, you know, different designs for the plates, which started in my lifetime. My early years, everything was pretty boring, 2 colors, but then they started to evolve. So, okay, so let's do another one. I don't know why I took the die out. We need to put North Carolina away and see where we're headed to next. We are going to New York, okay? So we're staying in the N states. Let's roll that D6. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $7. You know what's funny is last week my Sharpie didn't want to work, and now my Ohuhu marker doesn't want to work with the black. I don't know what that is. Must be something with black ink. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to put the 4 back and take out a 10 and a 1. New York will go into the bottom, and then up next is CNMI. Now, CNMI is the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, and that is near Guam. It's north of Guam, I believe. Okay, number 1, so that is 3. When I was doing the design for this one, I did look up what this saying meant, and I cannot remember what it says, or what it means, rather. I also don't remember how to pronounce it, so I won't try. Okay, I'm going to put 1 back and grab $4 and leave the die. Let's see where we're going next. I'm going to do 1 more. And next up is Guam, right next door. Okay, so there's only 4 on this one, so I'm going to do number 2. So that is also going to be $2. And since this was low, I might go 1 more time. Well, now that black marker wants to work. Huh, strange. It didn't want to work on that other card. I don't know why. Okay, so $2, and I said I was only going to go one more time, but I lied. So maybe this will be another territory. Let's see what else we've got here. Nope, it's New Mexico. Okay, so for New Mexico, we're going to do number 5, which is a 5. And I guess I'm going to try yellow for this one. Yellow tends not to show up very well. If I had a gold, like a true gold, that would be great. I'm going to try, well, I'll try orange. Orange ink tends not to work very well. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it just does not want to lay on the page or on the card. Well, this one seems to be doing okay. This is more of a, I don't know, Cheeto dust color than what I would really like, but I just don't have a marker that's close enough to the real color. Okay, so $5 for that. Let me make sure I put this away. This is a $1,500 challenge. It's available on my Etsy shop. Let's condense here before I get out the binder. 10, 15, 17, 19, 21. Okay, so I'm going to put all of it away and grab out a 20 and a 1. And that will bring the envelope to $100, $20, $30, $5, $37, $38, $39. So I'm going to swap the 2 ones for a 2. Put all this back, and then up next is going to be Save by Color. So let me get out the rainbow dice and set up these cards, and we'll get to rolling. Okay, I've got the rainbow dice here in my hand, so let me give them a Drew shake, and let's see how we do. All right, red is a 3. Orange is a 1. Yellow is a 3. Green is a 5. Blue is a 6. And purple is a 3. So let's total that up. 3, 6, 9, 10, 15, 21. 21 is kind of the number this week. It's 20 and a 1. And I'm going to roll again. Only if I can pick them all up. There we go. Ooh, okay, lots of low numbers here. So red is a 1. Orange is a 5. Yellow is a 4. Green is a 1. We have to re-roll green. Blue is a 5. And purple is a 1. Last one for purple. Okay, so re-roll green, and that now is a 5. Okay. So this round is 5, 10, 15, 19, 21. 21 again, so a total of $42. So I'm going to put a 2 back and grab out 22. So 42 for this challenge for this week. Let's write that on here, 42. Okay, let's see what's in the binder, or in the envelope rather. So far we have 500, 20, 40, oops, nope, 500, 50, 70, 90, 600, and 6. Put these 3 2s back for a 5 and a 1. And I'm going to swap the 50, the 2 20s, and a 10 for a 100. Okay, so still 606. That goes in, and then these go in. This side will save us $1,008 altogether. Up next is rainbow dice. I did clear these off after finishing this last week, but I didn't empty the envelope, so let me do that. This first round saved us 100, 50, 200, 20, 35, 43, 243. So we'll see if we can match or beat that this time. I'm assuming we can, just because the big dice rolled small for me, especially at the beginning. But let's see how it goes. So let me put the binder away and clean up this set of rainbow dice, and we'll bring in the multi-denom rainbow dice, which is the red D12, the orange D10, the yellow D8, the green D6, the blue D4, and the purple D3. So roll all of these, give them a Drew shake first, And let's see how it goes. All right, so the D3, okay, the D3 rolled a 2, which is better than the D8 and the D12, I want to point out. The D4 rolled a 1. The D6 rolled a 6. The D8 rolled a 1. The D10 rolled a 7. And the D12 rolled a 1. So that is $2, $3, $10, $16, $18. Not a very good start. So we're definitely going again. I'm going to take out 18 here and set that aside. And I will go in reverse order this time and roll everything again. Do better. Oh, that's more like it. Okay, the D12 rolled an 11. The D10 rolled a 7. No, it didn't. It rolled a 6. I was looking at the D8. The D8 rolled a 7. The D6 rolled a 1. The D4 rolled a 1. And the D3 rolled a 2. Okay, so this round is 11, 17, 18, 25, 27, $28. That is more like it. Okay, 28 plus 12 is $40. So we're going to start this week, or we're going to restart this challenge with $46. So if we keep that up, we will beat the outcome from the last time. So let me get this back in the binder here. There we go. And $46 is going in. Up next is going to be the 12 Days of Christmas. So I will need to get out my big die for that, but let me record the 46 here first. And I will get out the big die. Although I should probably stop using this and start using a D3 or a D4 instead, because I only have 3 cards left. So we'll see how it goes this time, and if it's an exercise in frustration, I'm going to bring that D3 back. So, okay. So 3 cards left that have spots available. We have the 11, 12, and the 10. And the 11 has only 1 spot left on it. So 9, we don't need that. 8, we're going in the wrong direction here. 11. Okay, we're going to finish the 11 Piper's Piping. I think this one is my favorite of all of them. And that is going to be $6. Okay, so we'll take out 6. I'm going to try to get at least $20 in this game this time. Number 12, perfect. Okay, that is the drummer's drumming. And let's roll. What do I need here? A D8? There we go. Okay, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to be $5. Okay, let's go again. Number 11, we don't need. We need a 10 or a 12. 12, okay. Roll a D6 now. Number 3, 1, 2, 3. $10, and that is where I'm going to stop. Okay. So all in, another $21. That is absolutely the number of the week. And if you're new to my channel, the reason that I'm using prop money is because all of this savings that I'm doing in the Tuesday videos goes directly into my high yield savings account from my checking account. So there's no point in me taking money out of the bank just to put it in envelopes, just to put it in high yield savings. And I share on my Friday videos, the weekly reel, the status of all my savings accounts and the balances and everything like that. So you can watch this savings that I'm doing here grow in more or less real time. Okay, so far out of $500, this challenge has 100, 200, 300, 400, and 20, 35, 36. So we are getting there. So 12 Days of Christmas is going to be $21. Up next is going to be the 12 face cards, but let me make sure that I write this in here first. 21. And let me get out the 12 face cards here. I need a D12. I will just use the red one from the rainbow set. Let's start on 1. This one is also available in my Etsy shop. I'm going to say that's the 10, which is the Jack of Clubs. That's where we left off last week. There's 6 left, so I'll roll a D6 to see which one to scratch. Number 3, 1, 2, and 3. That is $11. This is a bigger challenge, so I'm going to try to get about 50 bucks in here. So 10, 11. Back to the D12. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Queen of Hearts. There's 4 spots left. Let's roll a D4. Number 4, down here at the bottom. $11. So we're at 22 so far. 10, 11. Back to the D12. Number 11. Okay, the Queen of Clubs, rather. Which is Lady Argea. There's only 3 left. Number 2, 1 and 2. $13. Well, getting to 50 isn't going to be too hard if we keep rolling these high numbers, which is good. I'm glad that I'm rolling them. Don't get me wrong here. Okay, so we're up to 30-something, 35, 36. Number 7. 7 is the Trojan Warrior. This is Hector. Number 1, right up here in the corner, $4. So for this one, I will take a 1 back, put out 5. Where to next? Number 3. 3 is going to be the King of Spades, and that is David from the Bible. Number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $6 there. So let's put back 14. Pardon my reach here. So putting back 14, and I'll take out a 20. So we're up to 45. Number 5. That is the Queen of Hearts again. This is Judith, I believe. Yes, Judith, also from the Bible. Okay, 4 left, I'll roll, or 3 left, I'll roll a D4. Number 2, 1 and 2. And 6. So that is where we're going to stop, or where I'm going to stop anyway. If you're playing along, feel free to continue. These are available on my Etsy shop. So that will bring us to 51 rather. So I'm going to put back 2 10s, 25 for a 50 and a 1. And then let's see what that does with the rest of the money in the envelope. This challenge saves a little over $1,200 when all is said and done. So, oh goodness. So far, we have 500, 600, 750, 60, 5, 7, 8, 9. $769. And that was 51 for the week. So Sparkle Savings is the next and last challenge, as always. I just need to take a moment here to total up everything and see how much I need to put into the Sparkle Savings. So normally I do this off camera, but for this time, why not do it with you here and just keep rolling. So 250 is going to come from the Paint by Sticker book. Let me get some more light here. Hopefully that's not too much light. Then we had 19 from Celebration Savings, 80 from the 1 through 40 challenge, 7 from the Mummy challenge, 40 from 2026, 21 from the 7 Virtues and Sins, 23 from the 80s, $7 from Destination Savings, 21 from Save the Plates, 42 from Save by Color, 46 from the Rainbow Dice Challenge, 21 from the 12 Days of Christmas, and 51 from the 12 Face Cards. So that's 628. So I need to put in another $23 into the Sparkle Savings. So I'm going to put in 25, and let's see how I make that happen. So that is going to be a total of $653. So total will be $653. Alrighty. So all the way in the back, oops, besides the Corny Sayings, which is on hiatus. Okay, and I explained last week that I had screwed up this challenge, so it is not currently available on my Etsy shop. I will fix it, meaning that I will get it redesigned and reprinted at some point in the future, but that's going to be a few months off in the distance. So the 25s are complete, well, sort of. So I am going to do a 15 and a 10. And I use the Sharpies for this, so let's do 15 here. And 10 here. And add $25 into the envelope. And we'll see what the total comes up to. This is a $1,500 challenge, but I messed up, so it didn't quite add up to $1,500, at least not this version, but there will be a new version that will come out that will be $1,500. Okay, so far it's got $1,100, and we're adding 25, so we're at $1,125 so far. And that is going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching me save to recover my emergency fund. It is recovered now to where it was, and it is on its way to being fully funded for 2026. So I appreciate you tuning in each and every week, and thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and until I see you in the next one, take care.